guys, super excited. It is Dawn from Dawn, Ohio Sunny Gardener. How are you? Happy New Year. Whew, time went fast and time to get in the hot seat for the garden. If you are new here, I actually had started my first big garden last year. I did some preserving and wanted to go over some things that I have had successes with and some of the things that I have done in the preserving world. But first, to remind you of why I started gardening, and the first reason why I started was debt-free. Me and my husband did the Dave Ramsey challenge, and we are down to our house mortgage, and that is it. Everything else is paid off, so we're doing really well. So the garden is helped the grocery bill by hundreds of dollars. So that's one of the reasons. And the second reason is my husband and I, we definitely eat pretty healthy, and that was the other reason, making sure that we knew what was going into our bodies and not some of the other things that they use to grow some of the healthy stuff that we eat from the grocery store. And the third thing is just recent, is the empty shelves at the grocery stores. It may not last, I'm not really sure, but it has really helped us out. And some of the things that I want to branch out today and let you know some of the things that I did last year and some of the things that I'm going to venture into this year doing. So first, we did, let me try to go into my pantry out of memory and go down the list of things that I have in the pantry. And first off, with the tomatoes, I did spaghetti sauce. We did salsa, diced tomatoes, tomato sauce, and
yay!
My son is watching cartoons right here next to me. So with the tomatoes, that's what we did. I did a lot of, that's what I preserved, but also through the season, I did some bruschetta with some of the Rio tomatoes that I grew. Then I also did a lot of other, we did BLTs throughout the summer, just any salads, anything you can think of that we use the fresh tomatoes for. On to peppers. I did a few things with those. I froze diced peppers, so that way I could put those in our omelets, in the chili, anything you can think of that has peppers throughout the non-growing season that we needed peppers for. I also sliced them long length to freeze for fajitas, which we have been doing. And then also onions. Onions I also diced up and sliced up for fajitas and omelets and those kind of things. And then I also preserved those whole as well. So next onto the pantry shelf is the pickles. I did bread and butter pickles. And on down to the next shelf, I did roast. So we had the carrots, the onions, and potatoes from the garden that I've got preserved fresh down there, also in the soup that I preserved. We also, let's see what else is down there. Oh darn it, carrots. I did preserve those. I've used a lot of my vegetables and have homemade pie crust for chicken pot pie, so we've done that. The zucchini I have preserved, shredded, froze. We did zucchini bread and obviously we didn't preserve the banana bread, but that is one of the other things. Pumpkin, I made pumpkin pie and muffins, and then amazing pumpkin rolls that we did for the holidays. So that was really good too. Let's see what else. I'm trying to visualize my pantry as I go down. So we'll go down to the dry. Oh, my beans. I did lots of beans. We still have several of those. Cucamelons. I did a kind of like a pickle brine and tried a few of those. Those are really, really good. We like to snack on those in the garden just for fresh snacking. Then also cowboy candy. My husband loves that. And let's see, man, there are so many things that I have. I still have gallon freezer bags of tomatoes in the freezer outside that I need to get canned up as well, and I will be doing some more tomato sauce because I'm out of that now that it's the winter. We've been making a lot of chili, and I think that's it for that. And then on down, we have the acorn squash, which I've been doing a stuffed sausage acorn, and then the spaghetti squash for spaghetti noodles, and the butternut squash. That is good as well for soup and cutting up and putting in various different things as well. And so what I want to do this year is go more soups. I did one soup last year, and there are so many recipes and so many other gardeners out there that are preserving such great soup. You know, I want to back up because I do want to give thanks to a couple that donated and let me go pick some apples, and I actually have apple pie filling that I also did this year too, and have used that on pancakes, and I dried some of the, or dehydrated some of them. I've used it in my oatmeal, and then I also have used, we use them for snacking, just for chip snacks, and so that has worked out really well too. So back on to the soups. I want to try to get more soups done this year. There's been a lot of, I guess, knowledge and learning since the first year that I did last year. And I also want to do, I want to go into some like stir fry stuff. I'm not sure how freezing some peas will be, but maybe canning. But I am doing some baby corn and broccoli and some other items that will be really good in the stir fry. So that'll be a new thing for me to try this year. I also would like to go over some of the herbs that I want to do this year. There's quite a few of them. I'll get down to the growing and going through the seeds and all that, but I want to do more of those, like the onions, garlic. I think I tripled my garlic that's out in the garden right now, and I want to try to do some garlic powder and onion powder. So when I start my onions here really soon, I want to make sure that I triple that crop as well, so I can go through and do some onion powder as well. But there's also cilantro for the salsa. Last year I didn't have enough in the garden, so I did have to buy some. So I definitely will be increasing that. Then also the basil for the fresh eating that we did, preserving, all that. I want to make sure I did not have enough of that either, so I will be doing a lot more of that. and a little bit of the medicinal side. I've got some, I think, lemon balm and then some bee balm, those kind of things that I want to play around with this year in the garden. Don't know how successful I'll be, but I'm just kind of touching the surface of the medicinal side of it. So we'll see. And then let's see what else. The flowers. There are some edible flowers that I've been playing around with. So we will get started on that. And then what else? What else has been going on that I want to venture out and do? Oh yes, I have got right at the end of the season, I planted blackberries and some blueberries and then some more grapes. The grapes that I had last year that vined up in the garden, they did really well, but they did not produce any. So we'll see. And then jellies, going on from all the fruit that we have started, I did do another strawberry patch at the end of the season. So now we've got 2 strawberry patches. Last year we just did enough where we snacked on them and they were really super sweet. But I'm hoping this year we can actually get enough harvest to do some jellies maybe and jams like the grapes, and I want to try to get 1 apple tree maybe and a few other things. But we do have quite a few fruits that we're going to plant this year in the garden too. So I think that is about it. If anybody has any questions, link them down in the comment box and I will get back to you. And I hope that some of you have learned some things or want to try some of the things that I tried last year versus what I'm going to try this year. And until next time, don't forget to subscribe and like Dawn, Ohio Sunny Gardener. And stay tuned. Very soon I am going to do the video where I show you what I'm going to grow this year.